coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Play action. Now Williams. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 36 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Duvernay, 73 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll go play action here with Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd down and 13. On play action, here's Williams. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pick up and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On to give, it's Tracy. To about the 26 here.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Williams to the air on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now back to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the run is Tracy. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Williams to try again on 2nd and 10. That's complete. Rome Odunze. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Williams. Dancing to his left. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing again here, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. Touchdown, Bears! Rome Odunze, 42 yards. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll look to throw here. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Singletary will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. To the air, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devin Duvernay. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Check 31, check 31.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Williams' throw complete here to Kmet. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw, Williams. Wide open receiver complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd down. Connects with Slayton, finding room at midfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, then they'll go right back to their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air on third down is Williams. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And fights through one man. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Bears, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.